So my theme, I guess, will be experience and what we're experiencing. And that's what I spoke about last time. Today I'm thinking about that more in terms of karma, and how I use the teachings on karma. I think partly it's been out of confusion a little bit of trying to understand them, and really what in my experience is from karma, because of course you can't see it, you don't know your past lives. But it's said that so much of one of the results of karma is the kind of situations that we're in and our habits, the environment, and then our rebirth. So those four things are the main things. So the human rebirth, I understand where that helps me to think about karma really is to think about the causes and have some appreciation for how hard it is. And when I think about that, then it helps me just to appreciate what I must have done. And that actually helps my mind when I'm feeling kind of like not so adept. This rebirth had to have some causes, and the Buddhist explanation is that this fortunate rebirth that we have is from very amazing causes, really, that are in this life seem a little daunting, but we must have done them before. So I kind of use that one in that way, of realizing that I must have someone, one of the general eyes from the past has done something. And that helps with that mind of poverty, I guess you would say. Not feeling like I'm enough, but hey, how did I get here? And that actually is, when I look at this life and I see, I don't feel like I created the causes this life for having the situation, the wonderful situation that I have now. The opportunity to take ordination, have teachers, all these things, and some things that came quite easily for me. So I don't see when I review my life that I created those causes in this life, and that actually helps me to appreciate more the possibility of previous lives and rebirth. I think the bigger thing, though, for me when I think about the results of karma, though, is the habits and the situations that we're in. And I still have some confusion about what that really means in my day-to-day experience. I understand the habits easier because they drive me crazy. And in that way, it's helpful for me to think about karma, because when I think about karma, then I feel like, oh, I'm the one who did this. I'm the one who created these causes. And the best thing for me to do is to purify, to really generate the power of determination, because I see that seems really like a very useful thing to try to cut habits. You have to have some kind of determination, because they just assert themselves without what seems even like a conscious choice. But it is quite a conscious choice that I can make to recognize them and work with them. And so that actually is very empowering feeling, and that I find quite helpful. The one that is more confusing to me is the one around situations, because I didn't understand what it was. I was thinking that result of karma was more, I think it said an experience similar to the cause. So I was thinking it was like the inner experience, like my emotions. And I always misunderstood that for a really long time, until just this last winter, actually, or the last time Venerable taught on it, and I got clear. It's the situations that we find ourselves in. And that's really interesting and almost puzzling to think about. Because that one is quite obscure. Not having seen all the situations I've done in previous lives, where I think it becomes more real to me is I can very clearly see some of the situations that I've done this life. And so when I think about the boomerang, that, if I criticize somebody, criticism will come back. That part I can see, but I think it's actually a lot more broad than that. And so there I have a little more reflection to do and probably study. So I think these ways about looking at our experience through the lens of the teachings on karma, it makes it a little more than just academic. If I think about my actual day, and try to look at it in that way. So hopefully this tries to bring that to life a little bit.